Let's take a look at the Geico starting lineups. All 5 starters.
And it's about tonight.
Your officials this evening, Isaac Barnett.
Start for the Aces.
Wilson hits a shot. Gray able to set up a teammate. Exactly what they're looking for. Williams on the other end. The 3 offensive rebound. Natasha Howard. Such a key piece for them in the offseason. The all-star. Howard, the 3. It's short. Smith, the rebound. Quickly sees 2 defenders. Gray up top. No hesitation. Oh, cannon for 3.
Chelsea Gray.
Hot start here for Las Vegas. The first 2 possessions. Miles. Young defending her. Miles now with Smith switching on to her. 7 to shoot. Miles the triple to respond. And Miles making such a wise decision in that switch as Wilson flips it to Young. Wilson extended on the catch, and that's an early foul. Las Vegas talked about getting stops defensively. That's going to allow them to get into transition. Simply put, Minnesota hit too many shots last game. Wilson off the bounce, rolls out, rebound to Miles. Miles has gone north of 25 points in the last 2 games. Lost the handle there. Wilson can't save it in time.
Miles, Jackie Young guarding Natasha Howard. The Aces are okay with switching even more this game to defend the 3.
Young gets a hand on it. A deflection. It's a turnover. Back the other way. Young inside. Smith. Little bully ball out the window.
Percentage look.
The Aces had a season low 3 steals in their matchup last week, and it's Miles coasting to the rim. You see the way Minnesota wants to try and extend all those catches for the bigs, and then a foul against the Lynx as Smith. The backcourt, still plenty of time left on the shot clock for the Aces. Young with McBride all over, flips the pass. Talbot streaking across the middle of the paint, able to get a little backspin. Game back has gone 15-5. In her last 8 games since returning July 22nd, it's Miles retreating the dribble. Smith defending. Miles, step back 3. Oh, bottoms Olivia Miles twice. She is Young. Flips it to Wilson. Nafisa Collier does have that 1 foul already. 3 defenders crash in. Smith, the catch. Smith over Williams, short-armed it. Offensive rebound. Gray down low, surrounded by a pack of Lynx. Talbot over to Young, the pump fake. And an errant pass to Asia Wilson, and that is what the Minnesota defense. An endless bag for Olivia Miles. Flips the pass. Collier in the corner. Her 3 off target. Fight for the rebound. Bodies crashing everywhere. Smith able to roll it away. Gray piloting the break. Wilson fighting for the possession. Quick rise and fire, rolls it in. Wilson now defending Miles. Another deflection. It's the 2nd steal for the Aces. Young. It's a 1v2 break. Takes the contact. No whistle. Miles challenge it. Oh, what a hustle play from Talbot. And that's going to be ruled. Gray, the 3. No good. Rebound. Ripped away by Smith. Second chance. Young from beyond the arc rolls off the rim.
Hey, what I like the activity on the glass from Alyssa Smith.
Smith with 3 rebounds already. Miles, pocket pass. What a dime to Howard.
She just
Gray with Wilson rolling. Gray in the paint. Defense collapses. Gray fading away. Smith, another rebound. Flips it out to Wilson. Wilson nearly lost the handle. Here's Lloyd, fresh into the game for 3. Off the heel. Rebound McBride. Now has a chance to post up. It's Collier streaking to the cup, and the Lynx have taken the lead. 63% from the field, 5 of 8 in the early going. Wilson, the long ball, strings it.
I love it.
Field goal percentage this season. Miles, a little show and go. Oh, we got magic tricks, but Howard finally able to follow up. Followed it up. Tied at 14 apiece. Just under 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Wilson battling for position. Look at these 2 MVP candidates tussling. Gray inside, Lloyd off the window. The foul is committed against McBride. Point games. She's got 7 points already as Lloyd hits the free throw. And you noticed something about her demeanor during shoot-around yesterday.
Business. I mean, she was strictly business. And in the most beautiful way that you see someone playing their best basketball right now, but knowing that it's about stacking wins and stacking days for this team. The regular season, you can just tell there's a seriousness about her right now. Backdoor pass interrupted there by Lloyd.
Williams checked by Yamamoto. Yamamoto trying to force her away from the screen. Williams flips it over to Collier. Collier the pump fake. Collier driving. Wilson! Oh my goodness! Send it into the third row.
Wow. Mifi thought she had a step on her.
Lynx, Williams around the screen, the mid-range. So comfortable there.
Well, it's going to be interesting.
How about Asia Wilson? Her 600th career block, leads the league in blocks per game this season. McBride poked away from behind, then up ahead will start the break. McBride is yet to attempt a three in this game. Williams flips a pass to Collier. Collier, returner into the game, challenging the shot. Solid deep. Young accelerating down the floor and draws the foul on McBride. And that'll check in for Kayla McBride for the Lynx. Wilson flips it over to Young. Coffey defending Young. Here's Wilson. 9 to shoot. Wilson, a little hezzy fadeaway. It's short. Ball on the floor, scooped up by Caldwell. Williams dangerous in transition. She can get to this spot and make you pay, unlike anyone.
Pull up in that pocket every time.
Williams with 4 straight points. Lead goes back to the Lynx. Wilson bobbled another pass. Yamamoto comes streaking into the backcourt to save the possession. 5 on the shot clock for the Aces. Yamamoto, a long 3 off the side of the rim. This place would have exploded.
Yeah, this is also a bigger unit defensively with Juhas, Howard, and Coffey on the floor.
Young with Juhas defending. Down low. Wilson rising up, takes the contact. The hoop and the harm, and she'll get a chance for one more.
She's on a mission.
Last week, it was game 4 of a 5-game road trip for the Lynx. It was essentially a 10 a.m. local tip-off time for them. As Wilson can't convert on the free throw, they've been back home, and they've had a chance to catch their breath. Tied up at 18 apiece, just over a minute 30 left here in the first quarter. Caldwell, the catch. Miles defended by Yamamoto. Howard inside, Turner trying to defend. Howard sneaks it in, finds the angle. Off-season acquisition in the league this year for everything she does on both ends of the floor.
1,000% Jordan. I know talking to Natasha Howard earlier this season, it meant a lot for her to come back success under, especially at this point in her career when she's such a seasoned vet.
Asia Wilson steps off the floor for the first time this evening. Smith, catch in the mid-post. Coffey defending, Smith whirling, twirling. Juhas comes over to help, and a late whistle comes in against the Lynx. V schedule as we get closer and closer towards the end of the regular season. Tomorrow you can catch Indianapolis at Atlanta, followed by Portland at Phoenix on ESPN. Then Monday, Dallas faces off against Golden State on Peacock. For more on these games, please visit the WNBA app. And really in the standings, if you are the Aces, you want to try and keep the Lynx within arm's distance. You're running out of games and games ahead of you into first place.
Yeah, this is crucial. And I think the Aces know exactly how important this game is.
Howard inside, can't get it, follows her own miss. Howard, a couple more fakes off the window, and that is why Minnesota.
9 points in the first quarter. And then defensively for the Lynx, I love the lineup of Coffey, Juhas, and Howard. I thought they were very long and had the potential to be disruptive.
Howard played all 10 minutes in the first quarter, 9 points, 5 rebounds for her. Juhas, the 3 from the corner, too strong. Collier and Coffey fighting for the rebound. It's Coffey that gets it. Miles for 3, rolls it in, her 3rd triple.
See Coffey, I mean, she comes into the game and you immediately feel her presence on both sides of the basketball.
Correction, 3rd 3 of the half for Olivia Miles, had 2 in the first quarter. Lloyd rises up, too strong on the midi. Collier, another board. 18-6 over Las Vegas. Miles, oh wow, lost her, can't complete the 3-pointer though. Miles just looks so comfortable out there. Yamamoto, the drive, dishes, reverses. Lloyd for 3, can't roll it in. Smith skies for the board, the hook shot puts it right back in. Collier with Gray defending now. This is how Las Vegas will switch from time to time. Collier backing in, rising up, no good. Gray the board. Smith, what a catch and what a delivery from Gray. They get behind the secondary.
Alyssa Smith sprinted, exceptional pass.
8 assists on 9 made field goals for the Aces as that one gets slapped out of bounds. Minnesota ball. With Tiffany.
Well, when we talked to Coach Becky Hammond about her, she told us she's just balling and she's done so much for this team. And when she got here, hacked the game in a lot of different areas, whether her number is called or not.
Wilson the roll, what a catch from her. Smith the catch again, rises up, and Alyssa Smith. Smith, 9 points, 4 of 5 from the field, leads the league in field goal percentage, and Miles whips that one out of bounds. That'll be her 3rd turnover.
Alyssa Smith, also fantastic touch. I don't think we talk about that enough, but her touch is sensational.
6 straight points for Smith. Gray goes down, loose ball, spills out of bounds, and that'll be Lynx ball. Gray disagrees.
The fastest object on the floor.
Wilson springs free. Little give and go to Young down low. They reverse it. Gray in the corner. Another 3. That's a near miss as from beyond the arc. McBride sets the screen, pops free. Open look. That is what she does so well.
Just pop and be all alone.
The skill of screening and then creating the separation. We had a wonderful conversation with McBride on that and who she learned that skill from. As Gray gets stuck in the paint, Yamamoto, hesitation, that shot partially deflected. Oh my goodness! Some Saturday
Marking shot, gave it a chance.
Yamamoto's first couple of points, then gets the branches up, forces the steal, 4 turnover by Miles.
Yeah, she's being a pest defensively.
Yamamoto sprinting to the other corner, opens it up for Wilson, the catch and the finish. Las Vegas trails by Asia Wilson. Here's Young sprinting down the floor. Young for the lead, it's good! The Aces, but Collier cools it down with the lay-in.
Yeah, that's just too easy. The help defense is late, 2 to the ball, but Asia Wilson with another rim run. My goodness, the dimes for Chelsea Gray.
Here in Las Vegas recently, we are seeing these 2 teams race up and down the floor. Wilson now 13 points on 6 of 8 shooting. Miles up top, and we have a foul off the ball.
See the pass coming.
Williams back in the game, will use the screen from Collier. Rises up from mid-range. It is a thing of beauty every time she lets it go.
Elevation, beautiful.
Ties it up at 35 apiece. Gray dumps it off. Wilson jumper. Oh, everyone's just hooping right now, Ice. Everybody hooping here in Las Vegas.
In rhythm.
Wilson with 15 has nearly eclipsed her total from a week ago against the Lynx. Then Collier answers on the other end.
Just a little bit too much space.
This game has found its rhythm and flow. These teams playing at such a high level at the moment. Wilson wheeling, dealing. Gray the catch. Williams the quick closeout. Gray inside, outside. Wilson for 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound Howard. The floor kicks it to McBride in the corner. Lets it roll. Unbelievable.
But maybe having an advantage. She ran to the 3-point line and said, let me stretch the defense.
Young the 3 in traffic. Oh, wow.
We're in the first half. My goodness.
Howard over the top. Collier the catch. Fouled by Young as everybody tries to catch their breath.
And it's cash money.
The Lynx shooting 59% from the floor. The Aces 52% as Collier misses the free throw. I don't know how much more you can enhance things with how well these 2 teams are playing right now. 1-point lead for Minnesota, under 4 minutes left here in the first half in Las Vegas. The 2 teams have split the season series. Smith hands it off to Young. McBride there on the catch. Young surrounded by 2 defenders, flips it to Smith, to Wilson. The pump fake, whoa, 2 of them flew right by. Wilson with 7.
Anticipating where the Lynx want to help, baiting them into it, and then passing around it.
It's just the decision making. Offensively for both teams, Williams backdoor cut, can't catch it. She knew she should have had that as she runs back down on defense. Gray, pitter-patter dribble, hangs in midair and goes off the win. Williams off the screen, flips it to Collier, and then we have a timeout, Minnesota.
Out from Coach Cheryl Reeves, she told us that McBride is just happy. She loves this team. And another 3 falls for this group. I don't mean to take your shine, Jordan.
No, please do.
Surrounded by this team with players that want to be a part of this Minnesota group. She also mentioned the maturity she carries herself with. Said she's lighter. That's probably helping those shots fall down.
And certainly has been dropping a lot of them, and the multi-talented Tiffany Blackman carrying on as the Aces now. Gray, pocket pass, Smith caught it, and it just rolls out. This at 44, just over 2 minutes left here in the first half. Williams gets to her spot, rises up, cans another J.
I'm telling you, it is because she was not set defensively. And Courtney Williams accurate.
Nobody, and I mean nobody in this league hits that shot at that rate that she does. It is such a challenge for every defense. 6 to shoot, Gray. Offense getting a little muddled up for the Aces. Gray, crossover, no good. Collier pulls down from Howard. Williams, catch, gather, shoot, bounces right off, and that'll be Lynx ball. Look with the board. Young, checked by McBride. McBride doing a fine job defensively, but it's Young. A little separation, and gives the 2 short. Notre Dame, of course, producing just some of the best guards in this league as they continue to go toe-to-toe. Tied at 46. Over a minute left. Williams defended by Young. Bounce pass. Howard, pump fake. Howard rolls it in, and the Lynx take the lead.
It's the ball movement. It's the flap just peeking at the logo area and then being dangerous in the paint.
Wilson, catch on the extended block. Collier defending. Wilson tries to rip through, and that'll be a foul against Collier.
Motion of ripping up and in. And if you watch A'ja Wilson's game, you knew that.
It's the second foul on Collier. Young, Collier switches on to her. Wilson with Howard, trying to step in front of her. Howard goes down. Wilson rises up. A teardrop that splashes.
Maybe going for the steal.
A potential travel, but a deflection up ahead. Then Williams plays free safety. Snatches it out of midair. And Collier tells her to slow the brakes a little bit. You've got 1.5 seconds between shot and game clock here for Minnesota as they try to set up their last look.
I would love a look here for Courtney Williams to keep operating. Maybe take Joel Lloyd one-on-one.
Williams with 8 points. Lloyd draped all over her. Williams has to fade away. Williams to beat the clock. No good. And that's the final shot. North of 50%. Lynx at 28-7. Number 1 in the WNBA as Collier rises up and gets fouled on the shot attempt by Young.
Are comfortable switching, and especially with Jackie Young guarding taller players.
Collier 7 points, 3 rebounds in that first half. Tasked with defending A'ja Wilson, forcing a lot of those high catches, but we've seen A'ja Wilson much faster with her decision making. And you go back to, though, Napheesa Collier and just her ability to bounce back so efficiently after the ankle surgeries. And Tiffany, you had a chance.
Some of the good things this offense is doing, like the effort, those 12 second chance points that they had. But she said she likes what she's seeing from the group.
I mean, I think they're forcing everyone to be a good passer, and the Aces are just taking what the defense gives them. I've certainly seen an improvement in the ball and player movement.
Says the defense, for example, force you to make the one good play you have to, and it feels like the Aces are finding that good play each time.
To make the right play and consistently. You can't get tired of making the right play. And Becky Hammond told us selfishness cannot be a thing.
Lynx. Miles sees the hard hedge from Smith. Smith sprinting back to Howard. Collier puts it on the deck. A little show and go, and goes glass against Wilson.
And then takes that extra step.
First 4 points of the half belong to Napheesa Collier, and again the quick decision making is, and Wilson aware of how Collier will try to crowd that airspace. Elite players and defenders, both Collier and Wilson. Wilson this time falls to the floor, and if that's against...
And draws a foul.
So Coffey will head to the scorer's table. Well, CBS Wednesday, September 23rd, survive. And Wilson nets the second free throw. Now up to 21 points in this game. Her 26th 20-plus point game this year.
Exceptional.
It's the consistency of A'ja Wilson that Becky Hammond praises when she talks about her greatness. She just does it day in and day out. Howard reverses it. McBride, Talbot blocked it. And the Aces force the stop. Here they come. Young stops on a dime, lets the 3 fly off the front of the rim. McBride. McBride in transition, wheeling and dealing behind the back. Howard has all sorts of space, backing down, and there is not much you can do against that.
Little shoulder fake.
Howard, such capable scorers in the paint.
It's a fun matchup between those two. I mean, they're physical, aggressive, and high IQ players.
Wilson rolls, catches the 2-pointer off target, but look at Smith just move furniture out of the way and claim the... Great saying that A'ja's misses should be passes for Nalissa Smith, and that is a foul as Talbot runs into...
Forces the defense to react, but more importantly, when you set a good screen, when your timing, your angles, and the physicality are correct, you're forcing the defense to make a decision. Are they helping or are they staying with you? And great shooters, oftentimes he was playing. I think of Steph Curry and the way that they set screens and know that when they catch the defender lacking or they get another teammate open, they're also going to be rewarded as a shooter.
4 players in double figures for Minnesota as McBride is now up to 10 points, hits all 3 free throws. And the last component about that with McBride, it expands to a 5-point lead now for Minnesota. A chance to put on even more points this possession. McBride to Howard, the catch on the extended block. Banging shoulders with Smith. Howard can't connect. The paint we've seen here in the second half. Young dancing around the Wilson screen. Young float game, bounces off. Smith, another offensive rebound. No whistle that time. Williams 3-on-2. McBride, the handle, dumps it off. Howard, no good. Ball batted around. It's McBride that comes down with it. Miles, the catch. Quick closeout from Young. Miles in the paint, puts it in, and it bounces in.
Yeah, defense.
Offensive possession here for the Aces as the Lynx are starting to pull away. Bunny pass here to Talbot in the corner. In and out 3. Smith can't get it. Coffee pulls in the rebound.
Well, that's a look that you want. It's hot potato. It's a westing the mid-range.
Young uses the rescreen, passes to Wilson, reverses to Gray, just a little too high. And wanted to see from her is making the quick pass when that defensive pressure would come, especially a second help defender. And Howard going to be fouled. Foul. And a miscommunication as Young bounced it away. McBride came up with the ball.
And isn't that the story that Becky Hammond told us at halftime? Like beating themselves sometimes.
Miles sees 2 defenders, retreats the dribble, pass to the corner. And Coffee making a triple shot. And a lead extended to 10 for Minnesota. They're 1 of 6 with 3 turnovers to start this third quarter.
I think better spacing is what's necessary right now.
Gray, pass to Smith. Smith pumping. Coffee blocked that in midair. What a defensive play from Coffee. Throws up the stop.
Season before Nafisa Collier came back, she is playing like a starter right now.
As Cheryl Reeve said, no drop-off defensively when she goes to her bench. Howard has all the time in the world, rises up, popcorns out, and it's Lloyd that is wrestled to the floor, and that bench. Gray, stop and pop, rolls out. Tough shooting quarter continues for the Aces, now 1 of 7.
Well, Chelsea Grace, she knows 9 times out of 10, that's going down and the other way.
Williams, contested jumper, no good. Asia, another. Young throws it off the thigh, but at the angle goes back to McBride behind the back. Getting a little.
I wouldn't have either.
Howard, the dive. Ball gets kicked around. Asia tries to save it off the foot of Williams. The Aces will try to polish this game back up. Gray around the screen. Gray slapped at in midair. I think Williams got a hand on the ball. Wilson pops free, and that's going to be an illegal screen against Lloyd. So another turnover, the shots that we're accustomed to hitting. And the shot's certainly not falling here in the third. McBride reverses it. Miles, 4-3 off the front of the rim. Rebound to Young. Yes, they've busted on their last couple of possessions. Young flips a pass to Wilson. Gray in the corner. Lloyd for 3 off the front of the rim. Wilson there to follow it up and picks up the foul.
I think the Aces got to play with a little bit more pace, but like Becky Hammond told us, it only starts with defensive stops. I'd love to see Jackie Young a little bit, but they need defense first.
Wilson with 24 points. Juhas hounded. Crowd thought it was a travel. McBride flips it to the corner. Coffee defended by Wilson. Coffee puts it on the floor. They're going to get Wilson for the foul as Coffee was ripping through. And now Coffee is fighting through some offensive woes at the moment. You're 2 for 11. You're getting some decent looks, and that'll be an offensive foul. Juhas called for it. Young with 8 points, 3 of 8 from the field. Flares a pass, and Wilson, her free quarter, picking up her 4th foul. So the Lynx going to their bench to help defend Asia Wilson. Let's take a look at the upcoming WNBA National TV WNBA app. Wilson now 25 points, 6 assists, make that 26 points.
Game. I mean, hunting her shots, getting it in her spots, and like you said, giving it up, trusting her teammates will get it back to her in better positions.
It's been a mini 5-0 run for the Aces. Yamamoto checking back into the game as Caldwell flips it over to Miles. 5 to shoot. Lynx have to hurry. Miles one-on-one. The step back over Lloyd, no good. Long rebound. Juhas Wilson screening for Young. Young with Caldwell defending. Pulls it out with 8 to shoot. Guard-to-guard screen. Asia catches it. 3 to shoot. Wilson, coffee all over her. Wilson rises up and picks up the foul, and we'll get on that victory over the Mystics. Back-to-back home wins against Washington. 10 minutes left in this one. She's going to get one more push for it here in the fourth quarter as she catches her breath. Gray with Miles defending. Lloyd trying to get open, and Williams is going to be called for the foul as she grabbed the jersey. And Williams, Yamamoto draws 2, picks up the dribble, looking inside, flares a pass to Smith, and that's going to be a foul on Howard. Howard with Gray, looking to take her time, creates some separation, flips it out to Lloyd. Another shot clock winding down. Williams closes the space. Lloyd goes glass for 2.
Lloyd right there.
Cuts the deficit to 8. Lloyd defending Williams. Collier back in the game with those 4 fouls. Collier sets the screen, rolls. Lloyd switches on to her. Caldwell comes off the screen, and Lloyd gets a hand on it, points. 0.7, Miles has to get it in. Collier had it stripped out of her hands, and that's a shot clock violation. There's still a handful of games back trying to chase them.
Well, Minnesota, one of the best teams in the league on the road. They've had the momentum.
Minnesota forces the turnover. They're 14-2 on the road this year. It's set a franchise record if they win tonight with 15 road victories. Miles, the killer crossover. That ball kicked out of bounds by Turner.
Some of these.
Williams, the pass to Howard. Too fast as it slips out of her hands, and that'll be disappointed with the result the last 2 years. Got eliminated by Phoenix in the semifinals last year when Collier got injured. The year before that, games. And Yamamoto hits the 3, her second.
Stretch the defense, focus on someone else.
Caldwell backdoor cut, flips it over to Williams. Williams, the jumper, no good. Turner the rebound. A chance here for the Aces to continue this run. Inside, Smith, what a catch, a turn and a finish. Las Vegas right back in this game.
We're working on it.
Well, right now it's a 3-stroke lead here for Minnesota over the Aces. McBride from outside, no good, and Lloyd with more action and another.
The Aces are playing with, they're flowing into it a bit more.
Gray will use the Turner screen. Collier defending Gray. Gray creates the separation, fading away.
They could operate in the mid-range.
Collier catch and fire 3, strings.
Caught the ball and shot it, way too easy.
10th made 3 of the game for the Lynx. Gray, the response, off the rim, pulled down by Miles. Asia Wilson at the scorer's table, getting set to enter. Jackie Young steps up as well. Collier looking to go back-to-back, copy paste. 6 straight points for Nafisa. And in the paint, right now they're not passing on the perimeter.
Yeah, she wanted her team to have A+ defense in terms of defending the 3 and about a B+ in terms of the paint. And the 3 is where they're lacking right now.
Lloyd, another open look from the corner. Can't connect, and the 3-point shooting has Collier, and that's a travel. McBride wasn't looking. Collier was trying to find McBride.
Yeah, I thought it.
This has just been a completely different half offensively for the Aces. They had 15 assists in the first half, just 3 so far in the second. And Lloyd's going to get bumped as she's trying to cut. That foul will go against Miles. So Olivia Miles.
And getting the work done, whether there's a play ran for her or not. I think they need to hunt her.
She's 6 of 10 with 13 points. 5 to shoot, and there is Smith. And that foul, if it goes against Collier, that'll be her. Take advantage of Collier's hot hand being on the bench. Young able to catch it, goes inside to Smith once more. Coffey defending, Smith goes up, Coffey able to respond. Smith one more time, able to beat the clock and puts it in for 2.
If at first you base and scoring, I'm telling you, they need to go back to her.
Smith now with 15 points. Miles, Young defending her. Howard will set the screen. Smith switches out to Miles. Miles goes baseline, up and under, flips a pass deflected by Gray. And they're gonna rule double-double of the season. Miles trying to beat the shot clock, flips it up off the back heel. Howard, what a massive offensive rebound.
Amongst 4 aces in the lane.
Miles for 3, it checks up short. Smith wrestled to the floor, and that's gonna be off the foot of the, as it split a couple of defenders.
Hey, what, Lynx already up to 4 fouls in this one. Aces with 0.
Williams nearly gambled on that one. Lloyd, shot clock at 8. comes Asia to set the screen. Her dad pointing on the floor where she sets the screen. The three off the front of the rim. The shots start to come up short here in the fourth quarter. Late in the game and late in the season. Miles to Coffee. Williams sets her feet off the front of the rim again. Follows the miss. Goes glass for two. They lead the league in second chance points. They have 16 second chance points so far. And they have 6 players in double figures.
They crash every single time.
Wilson the catch. Howard defending. Wilson, the jab step, lost the handle nearly to the corner. Young for three. Rolls out. Smith again. Pulls down the rebound. Slapped away though. The quick hands. And then a foul from Coffee as Smith was standing up. And they're going to take a second look at this. Now listen, the Aces are in the bonus with 4:08 left in this game.
Yeah, they need to play on attack mode and take advantage of the whistle.
Smith 15 points, 11 rebounds. This was a key acquisition at the trade deadline for the Aces last year. Las Vegas rattled off 16 straight wins. Would go on to Minnesota for the most all time. The Lynx looking for an unprecedented 5th title as Smith hits them both. Odds in the favor of the Aces when she gets back into this game.
I give it 1 more minute.
Howard the screen. Smith switches again onto Miles.
Look at Howard.
We've seen Miles. Oh, the change of pace blows right by her.
Tasha Howard cleared out once she saw her driving so she would have a lane.
We've seen Miles shoot the 3 twice and make it in the first quarter on that mismatch a couple of times. Gray draws 3, kicks it to Smith. Back to Gray, 5 to shoot. Chelsea Gray rises up for 2, able to hit it.
Needs to take 1 step back so she can elevate.
5-point lead for Minnesota. Another classic matchup between the Lynx and Aces. Miles crossover. Oh, she wants to take this game over. Another silky smooth drive.
Now she knows.
21 points for Miles. She has scored north of 20 points in every game against the Aces this season. Gray flips it to Smith. Smith left all alone. Wilson reverses it to Lloyd. Lloyd back to Wilson. Wilson, a pass to nowhere, but Young catches up. Aces all out of sorts. Lloyd for 3, cashes in.
And late.
Miles has the last 2 buckets. The 3 from Miles off the back of the rim. Wilson controls the 2.5 minutes left. Gray, the drive against Miles. Gray scoops it up, takes the contact. It's Smith once again fighting for the rebound. No whistle.
That's a great drive.
Miles defended by Wilson initiates the contact and she'll go to the free throw line.
One call, Jordan.
It's a tough exchange in a 2-score game with 2:04 left.
Gray and Wilson, see what the defense does, make them choose wrong.
Aces starting to run out of chips. They got to win a couple of hands here. They flip the pass to Wilson. Wilson strong catch. Young back to Gray for 3. Off the front of the rim. Rebound controlled by Collier.
That was the look. Run it better.
They'll take a Chelsea Gray 3 from there anytime. Miles with Wilson defending. They go inside to Collier. Collier wrapped up by Talbot. It's just the 2nd team foul from the Aces. They've got just over 90 seconds left in this game, so Minnesota can chew a little clock here. Miles the drive. Miles flips it up. No good. Talbot comes crashing over for the rebound. Minnesota. The home team has won both of these matchups so far this season. Wilson working against Howard. Wilson out to Lloyd. 8 to shoot. Wilson in that pass. That's going to be a foul against Howard. Howard line to go along with 7 rebounds. Hits the first. So for Minnesota, you're going to have a 2-possession lead regardless of this free throw. What are you looking for offensively, knowing that the clock is your friend?
Yeah,
to Miles. See what Cheryl Reeve, the all-time winningest coach in W history, drew up during that timeout. Howard the catch. Collier flashes. Talbot got a hand on it. Under a minute left, 13. They put Talbot in the game in place of Smith. Talbot again gets a hand on it. The Aces wrestle it away.
He's been solid defensively.
Las Vegas, they need a bucket here. Under 50 seconds left. Asia, the catch, dumps it off to Young. Young chases it down. Talbot for three. Off the rim, Collier comes in, secures the board. 18 seconds separating shot and game clock now. McBride trapped in the corner. The trap closes. Ball's loose. Howard controls, taps it to Williams. And a timeout called by Cheryl. Rock Aces look to show the trap. Williams quickly fouled by Young. And so with 6 shooting 31%. Courtney Williams hits the first free throw. And just big time rebounds from Minnesota when they need to close out a possession. It's been Collier that has been right there in traffic securing the ball.
You know this, when you fight in a heavyweight, you got to throw multiple punches in multiple directions, and they had it all today. Plus, that was huge. I would describe her as the X factor.
Young for three, it's no good. Wilson trying to fight for the board. Lloyd gets it. Talbot flares it over to Gray. Time dwindling, under 15 seconds now. Gray, the three, and a timeout call. Some of those were fouls. Here are the Aces to inbound. Young, the catch, back to Gray. Here's the three to have the lead. It's good. We got a three-point game with 10.7 remaining. Minnesota with one timeout remaining. Beats, and she returned to the lineup for the Lynx. Has gone north of 15 points and 5 rebounds in every game. That right there, her 18th point to go along with 6 rebounds. And only a reset timeout for Las Vegas. It's now a 2-possession lead for Minnesota. 5-point lead for the Lynx, 8.3 remaining. Hammond will call the reset. Just mouthed, same play, be on the lookout for that. And the pass goes cross court out of bounds, and it'll be Minnesota.
It's their response. They have the best response of anyone in the league. When things get tough, when teams go on runs, when teams build momentum, they have a response to get things back on their side.
And the Lynx will leave Las Vegas